We're going to do a basic mat Pilates today. I thought I'd just do some like whole body. We'll start with our neck and our shoulders, and then we'll just kind of work down. We're going to start on our back, and we'll keep it simple. I'm not going to get real fancy here this morning, but like I said, we're going to start from the head and go down. So we're going to get the shoulders and the neck, and go ahead and get your feet grounded onto the mat. Spread through the toes. Sit up really tall here. So you're going to hold onto your shin. You're going to pull the belly in and lift up through the heart, through the crown of your head, and let those shoulders soften. And just now holding on to the back of the legs, you're going to pull that navel into the spine, and we're going to sit really tall, and we're going to exhale. We're going to tuck in and just round a little bit to a cat stretch. Hold on to the back of the hamstrings, roll up, and then sit up tall, lifting through your heart and the crown of your head. So inhale here. Exhale, pull the abs in, rounding the back. And so now we'll start that exhale out through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, rise up, ground your feet, lift your heart. Exhale, pull the belly in, and pull the tummy in and round. Inhale, roll up, lift and extend through the spine. So we're elongating. Exhale, tuck in, really engage into the core as you roll back into the sacrum. And one more time. Inhale, rolling up, lifting up through the heart and the chest. Exhale. We're going to go ahead and roll all the way down. So take your time. Get comfortable here on your mat. So make sure you are right in the center of your mat. We're going to take our feet so that they walk up to your sit bones. And we're going to slide those shoulder blades down and away. Bring the arms into sleepwalk position. And now we're going to inhale, reach the arms up and over. And now exhale, circle around, coming to your hips. So inhale, reach up. Lengthen through that spine. Exhale. Inhale up. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. Exhale. Inhale, reach over the head, just getting that beautiful rotation into the shoulder joints. And one more time, inhale, reach up. And exhale, circle around. Pause right here on your hips. Let's reverse. So sweep the arms up towards your ears. Keep those shoulder blades connected to your mat. And exhale, press the palms down. Good. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, sweep up. Big circle. You can drag those fingers along the floor if you wish. One more time. Inhale, circle up. And exhale, press the palms down. Now we rest just for a moment, but let's get those shoulders and get rid of that tightness in the back. So we're really warming up for our mat Pilates exercises, but we'll bring the arms back up to sleepwalk. Again, press the shoulders down so you're retracting those shoulder blades. This time we're going to inhale, you're going to open the arms out wide and feel the stretch through the front of your chest. So I'm extending out through my fingers. And now let's take your feet a little wider than your hips, or if it feels good to you, right along the edge of the mat, your choice. I'm going to keep my palms rotated up, and we'll just do some windshield wipers. So dropping the knees side to side. Whew, boy, this is a really good wake-up call for your hips and your low back. I don't know, some of you may have been pretty active this morning. But this is a really nice little stretch. So we're stretching the outer thigh and inner thigh here. And you're going to roll to the other side. You're just going to go at your own pace, your own tempo. And I'd like you to connect to your breath, which connects you to your body. So inhale when your knees are up. Exhale as you drop your knees down. So inhale up. Exhale down. And just a couple more, just tuning in. This is a really good check-in pose to, just connect to the low back and those hip joints. And let's just do one more on each side. Very good. And here's our last one. Now you're going to come back up. Let's toe heel our feet back to a line up where your knees are lined up with your hips. And we're going to take the arms back to sleepwalk position. So press the shoulder blades down. And we're going to do bridging. Bridging is one of my favorites because we do it both in yoga and Pilates, but it's all about flexibility of the spine. But when we do it in Pilates, we're going to think more evenly about the flexibility of the spine, but also the core. We're going to do a lot of engagement in that core. So arms in sleepwalk, thumbs are pointing back. I'm going to have a little bit of a mouse house under my lumbar spine. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to exhale into my pelvic tilt. And I'm going to lift my hips up. So pressing and tucking the chin in. Take the thumbs, reach them over the crown of your head. Big deep breath. As you exhale, draw the arms back over your shoulders. Now you slowly articulate down through the spine, rolling through, keeping that scoop, and really get into that mid-low back range. And then press your palms down to the floor. Good. So inhale, we're going to lift the hip points, tailbone down. Exhale, come into your pelvic tilt. So I'm pulling that navel to the spine. Press into your feet as you lift the hips up, chin to the chest. And I really want you to draw into the strength of your abdominals. Reach your arms to sleepwalk position. My thumbs are pointing back. Reach the arms over the top of your head. Good. Inhale back to sleepwalk arms. Exhale, slowly roll down between those shoulder blades, the back of the rib cage, all the way through the mid back and the sacrum. And then release your hands down to the floor. Just one more time. Deep inhale. Exhale. Now that's when you engage into the abdominals. Press into the feet. Lift the hips up, chin to the chest. Reach the arms to sleepwalk position. Good. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, draw the arms back to sleepwalk. Take an inhale here. Exhale, roll down slowly. Really opening up, bone on bone, all the way down through the spine. Beautiful. Rest your hands down. Now taking your knees, let's take your knees into your chest one at a time. And after bridge, I always like to give your back a nice stretch. So hug in. Just gently rock side to side. Keep the knees, inner thighs together. And so are just getting a little circulation in the low back. And it feels good. Now we're going to pause. Yeah. Now we're going to move into some real Pilates work here. This is called knee drops. You're going to take your knee right over your hips and shin parallel to the floor. I'd like you to look and see if your knees are touching. And I'm going to, you can flex or point your toes. It really doesn't matter. Your arms are going to reach out in a T and your palms are down. You're going to drop those shoulder blades in. I'd like you to come into a little cervical nod. And really, once you put the knees right over your hips, you should feel your abdominals kick in. They should automatically engage. So there's a firmness and they're helping you hold these knees over your hips. If your back is feeling like, ooh, this is tight, then draw the knees a little bit in towards your rib cage, all right? That takes that pressure off. But for most of us, having the knees over the hips works fine. So palms down, you're gonna keep the inner thighs together, you're gonna drop the knees over to the right, and you're only gonna go a little bit away, like a quarter drop, not half, quarter. Come back, roll back to center, and we're rocking enough where we're rolling onto the side of the hip, and now come back together. Now start to notice as you drop your knees, if that opposite shoulder is lifting, you want to keep the shoulder blades planted, and you are welcome to go here side to side. You don't have to exactly follow me, but we are, again, working. The work is really in the abdominals and the obliques. So I'd like to do at least 8 more. Keep stretching through those fingertips, keeping the shoulder blades glued to your mat. I always say that, I know. So here we go. Here's 6. Pull the belly into center. Here's 5. Good, draw in. Here's 4. Good, pull in. Here's 3. Good. And now here's 2. Pull to center. And 1 more. Good. And come back. Nice job. Bring your feet down to the mat and take and roll off to the side. Use your hands to push up. And let's move into some tabletop position. So starting out, we'll get your knees under your hips and your wrist under your shoulders. So going side to side and with the toes curled under, take an inhale. As you exhale, right leg, left arm, reach. Inhale and release. Good. Opposite arm and leg reach. Inhale, release. And now reach, extending from the toes and the fingers and release. Good. Reach and release. Reach. Make it come from your core center. Good. Reach and release. The last 2. Reach and release. And here's our last one. Reach and release. Very nice. Let's go ahead and push back towards your heels. I'm going to have you come up and we'll come into some side leg series work. So moving on to the side of the hip. Now, you're going to let's come all the way down. Okay, we won't be using our band, so you can move that off to the side. You're going to stretch your arm out. And you're going to bring the knees up. We have the knee in line with your hip. And go ahead and use your hand here to the floor in front of your chest just to keep those shoulders stacked. You're going to flex your feet. And I've been doing these lately. What this is they're called the Clamshells, which is Pilates. But we use this it's been used in physical therapy for building strength in the hips and the glutes, especially if you ever have sciatica or any kind of hip issues. So this is a really good series. And I like this one. You're going to keep your feet glued together and just the top knee comes up. So we're going to come up for 8 and 7. Here's 6 and 5. Good work. Here's 4, 3. Good. 2 and 1. Nice job. Now the whole leg comes up for 8. It doesn't have to come up very high. Here's 7 and 6. Here's 5. Good. 4 and 3. Very good. 2 and 1. Nice work. Rest. Now I'm going to have you pick this top knee up again. You're going to point the toe. And I'm kind of drop the knee down a little bit. So the foot is up, knee is down. We're going to create a circle with this kneecap. So you're going to circle around for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's reverse. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can take that knee a little bit over the top of the opposite knee, right? So you can stretch that hip. So it's like a little drop over, so we stretch. Take some deep breaths. Then you're going to stack your knees one more time. Coming into our book openings, we're going to bring the palms forward. Palms together. You're going to inhale to open the arm back. Reach back as far as you can. See if we can get that shoulder blade to come down. And then we exhale and we close. So inhale to open. Good. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. 2 more times. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. On this one, you're going to just keep the arms open wide into this amazing twist. You can tuck the shoulder blades down. Close your eyes. And think of that breath coming into the lungs and into the belly, the diaphragm. And we'll take one more cleansing breath. You're going to draw the hands together. Take that top hand and push up. So bringing our legs in a zigzag position. Moving into the mermaid. Now if the zigzag position for you makes your knee cranky or it's just not feeling that great for your hips, you can just bring your legs straight forward. So we'll just do a few. We'll do about 3. So you're going to take the arms into a T. Keep the shoulders super soft. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, bend into the elbow. Reach the arm up and over. So take that first amazing stretch. Now, this is, again, about the waistline, our obliques. So we do want to engage into the belly. We want to make our side body take the work. So we don't want to use this bottom hand to push up on. So you're going to move up, grab that ankle, stretch, pressing both sit bones down into the floor. Inhale, tall to center. Exhale and reach through those fingertips. Beautiful. Pull the navel to the spine. You're going to pop up to the center, grab that ankle and stretch. And one more time. Inhale, tall to center. Exhale and reach. Pull the navel to the spine. Pop up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch. Nice. Now bring the hand down. Let's move our legs to the opposite side of the mat. Starting out with your knees stacked, your hips are stacked. You're going to come down, slide the hand down, head to the floor. If you want to bend the elbow, sometimes that feels like you've got a little more support. We're going to take the knees so that they're in a 90-degree angle. Your knee is in line with your hips. I'm flexing my feet. And we're going to glue those feet together and just the knee is moving. So now we're going to come up for 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. Very good. 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Nice work. Now the whole leg goes as a single unit. You're bringing that leg up for 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. It's 4 3, here's 2, and 1. Good work. Now taking that top leg, point the toe, drawing the knee down as that foot goes up just slightly. So we're doing an internal rotation. You're going to create a circle with that kneecap. So you're going to circle for 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then you reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, rest. Just take a mini break here. We're going to take our arms together. So palms together, coming into our book openings. You're going to inhale, the arm goes straight back. We're going to open and drop those shoulder blades down into the floor. Get this amazing stretch in through the front of the chest. Exhale and close. Nice. Inhale and open. Open that chest towards the ceiling. Stretch through those fingertips. Exhale and close. And again, inhale and open. Take your time, move into it slowly. Exhale and close. We just got one more. So inhale and open. Exhale and close. And this time we're going to pause and hold. Inhale, open. Dropping those shoulder blades down. Tucking the chin in, just keep the neck long. Relax the legs as much as you can. You know, and sometimes there's one hip that's a little bit tighter than the other. You may rest your hand on top of that hip, make it just a little bit of assist. Feel the breath coming into the body. And with each exhalation, just see if we can deepen into that stretch. And sometimes we may feel it more into the shoulder or the front of the chest. And we'll take one more full breath. Now we're going to draw that arm forward. And bring your hands together. Use this top hand to push up. Coming into the mermaid or merman, whatever you want to call it. So feet zigzag position, right? You're going to bring the arms and stretch them out. So arms are strong, shoulders soft. Take an inhale. Exhale, palm to the mat, elbow bends, and reach the arm up and over. Take this long stretch, just pause here. Just notice the lengthening of that torso. Good. Take a deep inhale as you exhale. You're going to pop up to center. Grab that ankle, ooh, and take that stretch. Inhale, up tall. Exhale and reach through those fingertips. Now this is where our work comes in, so engage in the abdominals, pull up, grab that ankle, and stretch. Good, one more time. Inhale, tall to center. Exhale and reach up and over. Pausing here, take an inhale. Let's exhale, pop up. Hold on to that shin or ankle and just lean into that stretch. Keep both hips grounded. Take a couple of breaths. Very good. And you're going to go ahead and come all the way up. So bringing your feet forward like we did. So let's take a deep inhale, reach up. And hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. You guys are awesome. And I just adore each and every one of you because you guys have a great day, and thumbs up on good Pilates work. All right.
Thanks, Vicki.